Is it on? Oh yeah. Come on, baby.
Put your glasses on. Put your glasses on, man.
The glasses are on.
Glasses on. What did he say? What are you doing? Put
What are
your
you
glasses
doing?
on.
See, I told you. Two didn't believe me.
He waved them off too, OG. He waved them off. Put your glasses back on.
I told AllBall that Shannon Sharpe could never live that down. I don't care how much money you get.
I wasn't even that serious, man.
That was a ether of the put your glasses back on. And the way he said it, like put your glasses back on. That was too fire.
Y'all acting like he did the what's your name?
What's the difference? Yeah. Kunta. AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not. They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
You remember the episode for Martin?
That was from Dave Chappelle? That shit hurt, man.
That Kunta Kente reference was disgusting.
This is how y'all know we ain't been around for not being around for 2 days feel like 2-3 months. That was terrible. I apologize.
So hold on, Fabian. What if you remember when Jim Rome got draped up by the dude because he kept calling the dude
Everett.
So if Shannon Sharpe reacts like Chris Everett, then what?
See, there we go again. Why do you guys? There you go with the stereotypes. Why does the big black man have to get violent? Why couldn't he just flame him like Shannon Sharpe normally does?
I referenced the big white guy. The big white guy got offended. So I'm referencing the next time there was an opportunity for somebody to dance. Now, what happens if he does that in retaliation?
But why? Oh boy, that's my point. Why does it have to be?
Okay, you're not going to answer my question. Go ahead.
I had to stop.
He's in the building. First, hold on. Maybe sports in the building, but you already know. Hey, Darlene, how you doing tonight? Yeah. Big shout out, Darlene Bryant in the building.
Darlene, I'm here by satellite. Don't play with me.
And you buried. They all in the building. That's right. Pull up.
D-Big, what up? Big Baby Sports, what up?
Super producer, can we one day get a debate, a topic? Did Shannon Sharpe make a mistake? Should he have stayed with Skip? Or is First Take the right decision?
Damn.
Undisputed was running its course, but we could have that conversation.
But
it was running its course.
But okay, Flea, but let's get back to that because there ain't been a show like that since.
First Take is trash, bro. I'm just being honest with y'all. I'm not Flea lay to death. First Take is garbage, bro.
It's garbage.
Yeah, I'm not arguing. I'm not arguing that it's fire. But the stuff that you can't even tell me the names of the shows on Fox Sports right now that's replaced Undisputed. Couldn't even tell me.
That's a fact. I agree with that. But I'm just asking, and we'll get to the topics because this could be a whole different topic, and we don't want to stray along. But could FS1 have found a way to maybe revamp Undisputed? Because I'm being honest, Skip and Shannon, that shit was magic, bro. And like I said, Shannon with the Black of Miles and the Hennessy and just being a character. I'm being honest, I miss that shit, bro. Like compared to what's on TV now. Like I'm being honest, I don't know what happened with Cal. Like all them shows, I don't know what happened, but them shits is dirt.
And Shannon ruined it. He got on his feelings. He could have still had his own show.
He did a KD to Golden State, bro. Shannon did a KD to Golden State, Flea. Did he do LeBron to Miami? Did he do LeBron to Miami?
No, because I think they can't look. Shannon was gonna be fine just doing Club Shay Shay and doing that, as we see. He had the interview of the year with Cat Williams to start 2024. So I thought he was gonna be fine. I think anybody that reached out to him was trying to capitalize on the quote unquote clout that he currently had. So of course Stephen A jumps out there. Yeah, come aboard. I'm looking out for you. No, you want to make sure that you have the hottest person, right? You want to have the hottest person sitting next to you, and they are terrible. They don't have great chemistry.
Horrific.
They don't have great chemistry. It looks very forced. I was an advocate to see them together, but maybe certain things just don't work.
This is why this works. This is why this right here works. This is why this right here works. What if AllBall start acting like Shannon Sharpe? He don't even wear glasses. You know what I'm saying? You know what First Take is missing? You know what First Take is missing. Skip, Bane, Bayless.
The Skip Bayless, Max Kellerman. One of them.
If you invite both of them on, it'll be classic. Super duper classic. I think we circle back around. They're not gonna do it because they're like Bank of America at this point. They're gonna make money. Well, I should say JP Morgan Chase. Excuse me. I've been looking at stocks lately.
Hey Flea, that's where the money. Hey Flea, that's where the money going on. Look, me and Flea ain't eating over here. What's going on?
Excuse me. Pardon my tardiness.
Hey yo, nigga. Hey Flea, nigga said, where's our cut at? I've been at the bank.
Where's our cut? Can I eat?
Cut.
Right.
That cut is on 5th and 7th Avenue C, brother. They charging $30 a pop.
Yeah, he said he did us like Robert. He doing us like Robert De Niro and Goodfellas. Remember? He did the heist. The money is mine. What you talking about? Give it all, y'all. I'm keeping it. I ain't paying none of y'all.
He said the money is mine. Hey, come on now. Y'all know what this is. Let's switch things up. We're bouncing to in the background.
Knicks Rehab.
Yeah.
Who that be, man?
Ball suckers.
Y'all know the drill. Come on, man.
And just because you can't, that was kind of loud. Just because you can't see him.
Big Flea, never the little one. Never the little one. I'm here.
Doesn't mean you can't hear him. You know who. Audi 100, what's going on?
The guns.
Anybody who got the Audi 100, Audi in their name, you official to me.
Oh, look, yeah. Y'all see the guns? What you talking about?
Oh.
Yeah, listen. From the chest plate up, we look right. Let's go, baby.
Come on, man. It's Knicks Rehab, y'all. Big Knicks. 3 wins in a row. Yeah. The lowly Nets were involved. Got them back to back. Huh?
Get them out of here.
Who else we beat? Because we lost to the Bulls before that. Oh, the Wizards.
Smoke City.
Dragged them. You kidding me?
The doormats of the NBA.
Come on, man. After a 4-game homestand, the Knicks over 500. We ain't playing them games. Knicks are 8-6.
Hey fellas, do you go to Washington to just your career is dead? You just go to Washington? Is that what that is over there now? Is that like a grave site? Can we officially call the Washington Wizards like you just go over there and just that's it, it's over?
Who's been in Washington?
Coming back?
But nobody goes there. Like you gotta get traded there. Nobody wants to go there.
Who's over there? Pool over there. I mean, I'm just saying whether you get traded or it's over.
But they're not even giving out a bag to like, you know what I'm saying, to entice you to go over there. That's just that is Twilight Zone over there. It's crazy. And they got super talent. Go ahead, Flea. I thought Flea would. Flea what happened?
I don't know if that's the grave site because there's a couple other spots I think that's a little worse to be in. But yeah, as of right now, 3, 4, 5 years in a row. Yeah,
we could Flea, we could debate that too. What team is the grave sites like? Yeah. That's a debate.
Come on, man. Well, we went to visit that grave site and continue our winning streak. Cat going crazy. OG, he's up there for MVP of the team at this point. I haven't been bragging. I left it alone. but it's Cat and OG at this point. I think any one of us will vote for that. Bridges starting to look like they turned it around. Played his former team twice. Josh Hart, he's up there for MVP as well to me. But I gotta throw something out there for y'all. Jalen Big Dog Brunson might be changing up to Jalen Magic Brunson. His last 3 games, he's averaging 25 and 9, shooting 49% from the field. Even with that stinker and with the Nets 3 or 14 shooting, 25 and 9 on ball, including the 10 and 11 assists the last 2 games. Remember, we've been talking about this for a while. This ain't really your system, Brunson. Like, we don't want to see that one-on-one schmo kind of game. What you been feeling about Brunson lately, man?
So big, Miss Jaw, Mr. Chat, big shout out everybody. We back in the building. We've been talking about this, and for you to win in the NBA, you have to be able to play team basketball. There's no Kobe Bryant, no Allen Iversons, or no Michael Jordan in the game today. You got guys like LeBron, KD, Steph. They can't do it by themselves, and these guys are GOAT status. So I Fleet, Fabian, how long I've been saying I want Brunson to average, I say, 22, 23, and 12. That's the only way we're going to be able to win, because I told y'all, you sent me that post, but we've been saying that. And big shout out to AllBall TV. We talk about things, and then later on, people start talking about it. We've been saying we need to look at what the Detroit Pistons did with Chauncey Billups and them guys. What Brunson is doing right now, and to me, he didn't even have a great or a decent game yet. He's still struggling. But once he realizes it's about winning basketball games, it's about trying to win a championship. It's not about you being the best player. Because at the end of the day, okay, you can average 30, 40 all you want. But what is it what's the end result? So right now, I think, Fleet always say this, and I got to attest to that. I got to give him props, because I'm a guy, I'm very impatient. I don't even want to hear nothing. We need to get it together right now. But Fleet used to always say, give them guys time to gel, play with each other, know each other. And I think that's what's happening. But I also think that Brunson Pops is maybe in his ear and helping him understand, son, we can really do something special. And you're going to have to change the game a little bit. And we see when we go through Cat, listen, Cat is the beast on the offensive end. Simple and plain. And then now when you have OG and Bridges being comfortable and knocking down shots, listen, man, Josh Hart is going to be Josh Hart and do what he does. So I love what Brunson is attempting to do. I just need him to be more efficient, cut down the turnovers, and shoot a better field goal percentage. But this is the only way we're going to be able to win a championship. We're starting to come along. And as we all see, Boston is not unbeatable. I'm going to say it again. Boston is not unbeatable. The East, listen, we getting it together. And when Precious and Mitchell Robinson come back, we are going to be the best team in the NBA. So what Brunson is doing right now, I love it. I'm not in love with it yet, because he has to still figure it out, because this may be the first time in his career where, he kind of has to what's the word I'm looking for?
Your third option? Oh.
Defer. Yes, thank you, Fleet. This may be the first time he has to defer being a starter. We all know in Dallas he wasn't, with Luka, but if he can get that part, Fleet, to get others involved, and just, we just need you at the end of the game like what you did the other night. Just take us home. Control the offense, cut down the turnovers, be that leader when we know you can be, and knock down shots when we need you to be. Bro, we winning a championship. So, hey, listen, man. Brunson, just keep evolving, because we always said, and I'll let Flea go after this. We've been saying it. Today's game, if you can't evolve, no disrespect, look at James Harden. Bro, that ain't going to get you no championship. Dribble, 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 shoot. But that ain't winning basketball. God rest his soul. Kobe Bean Bryant told him that. And sometimes, look at Luka. Look at a lot of these guys. Dribble, 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 dribble the air about the ball. But look at the team that win championships. When Milwaukee won, look at Denver. They moved that thing. Team basketball. So As Brunson just keep progressing each game, keep getting better, hopefully getting the rhythm, we gonna be dangerous, man. We gonna be real dangerous. And shout out to Tibbs. He might have been listening to AllBall TV.
We need the Tibbs laugh at that. You know, Tibbs be laughing crazy like that. That
He just
Tibbs
be like
meme.
this. He just be on the sideline.
Look at that.
Silly.
Knicks all 5-2 at home, 4-4 on the road. Phoenix lost their last 4 on the road. Before we go and get into this game, I just like what Brunson's been doing exactly what we envisioned, and we really didn't envision it. We just thought, hey, can you really make it playing that style? Can you not adjust? You know, because it is hard for him to kick out of those certain pass routes. Remember, AI, you couldn't just double AI. AI, it's them arms, man. You just can't just double Kyrie. Them arms are different. Even Steph Curry, when he can escape a double team, things their arms are longer. Jalen Brunson kind of got T-Rex arms. Like they ain't quite what's his name, Bane from Memphis, but that's what's really preventing him from making those kind of passes. But the fact that he's getting that rock off, letting Bridges run. Bridges had a great 2 games against the Nets. The game-winning block against the Nets. This is another former team of his, and I look for him to get at least 20 points in this open run style. I don't know if Nurkic is going to play. He's questionable apparently. I expect Cat to have a big rebounding game, go crazy. I've just been, you know, when they're playing well, they play great, and that's really the thing. It's not just that you're beating teams; you're beating the team you're supposed to beat, handling business. You're not supposed to let the Wizards even believe they have a chance. And of course, we just mentioned the man, Lee. I gotta bring some darkness. I still don't like Tibbs with them minutes. I still think that's a problem. It's November.
How is it a problem when we kind of got a chance to see what we have? We got a chance to see Huck. We got a chance to see Pacome. We got a chance to see how deep we could go on our bench if we need to go there. And them guys came in and played well. So, yeah, I agree with you. He may still be the guy that's stuck in his ways. But there's guys over there that, you know, on our bench that are capable to go out there and spell you 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes a clip and get some good productive minutes out of them. I want them to play Kolek more, right? Like I want them to play the guys. Why are we the only team that doesn't want to play our rookies? I'm looking around the league, guys is getting opportunity. Just give these guys opportunity and see what happens. Dalton Connect hit 9 threes last night. You know why he has so much confidence? Because he gets to play.
They benched the veteran with D'Angelo and got him in the game, right?
He's a 6th man. He's a 6th man now.
And you know that's part of it. But my biggest issue with that is Flea, regular season is practice for the playoffs, and Tibbs does this in the playoffs. You got men on the bench, you got bodies willing to go in there, and you just refuse to put them in there. And then you have bodies during the season, and you want to sacrifice us in November. Why? That's all. But we've been winning, so you know, winning cures all. I just don't want to see Josh Hart play 46 minutes against the Nets on November 15th before Thanksgiving. No, I don't want to see that. But it's tough because Josh ain't gonna say no. I think Josh refused to get out of the game the other day. He tried to put OG in the game for Dottie, and he's like, nah, don't take me out. A guy like that, you gotta be the supervisor, the general, and say, yo, Josh, man, you gotta sit this one out. By the way, my nigga, Knicks 100. He's been vouching for him. This has been his guy. We gotta give Jericho Sims some props. Yes, these teams are garbage, the Wizards and the Nets, but Sims has looked decent, man.
Competent.
Decent where? What are you talking about?
He looks competent. He looks competent.
I'm giving Campaign some props. Campaign been playing well. I ain't giving Sims ain't been doing nothing well. What are you talking about?
He looks competent.
My nigga. Sorry.
He's been defensively. He's been doing, and not just the interior. I've always liked Sims more guarding the perimeter than interior for some reason. I don't know why. Call me crazy. For some reason, he's able to stick with the perimeter guys. I just feel like maybe he's growing his confidence. Maybe he's feeling pressure from the rookie kid. Remember, everybody kept talking about Huck Purdy that game when he went off against the Nets. But Sims was the one that they had a lead with him. It was when Hug Purdy got in the game, they lost that lead, and he stayed in there for that stretch. Maybe that was Tibbs' way of saying, yo, you want the rookie to play 30 minutes? Or you gonna do something next game? And he did. He almost had 2 major dunks. So
the rookie's better. He's just a better player.
More skilled.
Like Sims looks competent, but Huck Purdy's the better player. I think we all could just look at him and say, who's the better player?
Definitely more skilled. And I wish stats like this though, Sims defends the basket only second to Wemby. It's like, okay, cool, but we blow 120 points anyway. So Sims is not that much of a stopper. We just giving him props. My nigga. That's what we doing.
Y'all are. I ain't giving him no prop.
What stat do you have to back that up, my nigga? Put the stat in the chat right now. What stat do you have to Sims defends the basket only second to Wemby? Let me know where you came up with that one, please.
I know
I'm not saying you right or wrong. I would just like to see that.
I know Tibbs threw it out there. This is 97% rim protect, whatever the hell. Once you start talking like an encyclopedia, just tell me he guards the rim well, bro. He rim protects well. That's all I want to hear. He can block shots.
So let me ask y'all a question. I will love Flea to get in this because he didn't really get to respond. The way Jalen Brunson has been playing these last couple games, like Fabian said, averaging 25 and 9. Flea, what do you think Jalen Brunson's play been lately, these last couple games? And do you like it or not like it?
Y'all can hear me pretty good?
Yeah.
Perfect.
I thought these last 3 games was the perfect time to quote unquote figure it out, right? We playing, lesser competition. We playing against teams that, we should beat and we did. But I think this was the time for Jalen Brunson to figure out that, hey, I gotta get guys involved. I gotta get back to how I was playing. I know it's a lower level, right? But I'm just talking about style. I got to get back to who I was at Villanova. At Villanova, I had a bunch of help. I was not just the guy. I had a bunch of guys over there that helped me. A lot of those guys are on the team right now, like a Josh Hart, like a Mikal Bridges, like a DiVincenzo. I'm missing guys, right? Like Chris Jenkins. We forget about how good Chris Jenkins was. He hit that buzzer beater to win that national championship. I'm just saying that Brunson has to get back to that. Trusting his teammates, getting other guys involved, because he's grown his game over the last 2 years to the place where if you need him to go get a bucket, he can do that. He's not one of them guards that we're gonna worry about, he can't score the basketball. Brunson is one of the best scoring guards in the league now. So I think we know that already. But do we know that he could sacrifice his scoring to get Cat early touches, to get Mikal Bridges' confidence back, to get OG comfortable? Like, are you going to sacrifice your shot? And the last 3 games, it looks to be that way. He's still shooting not as well as he has over the last 2 seasons, which I don't think is a major concern. He'll get his percentages right. But in terms of getting everybody involved, I like what I've seen over the last 3 games.
And I don't think I could look at it as sacrifice, and I look at it like you better do that, because his offense is not going to lead this cast of players to more open shots. It's just, his style is dribble, one-on-one, hold the ball for too long. So I think it would benefit him even more if Bridges and OG and Cat are just looking this way. It just does, because now if Bridges gets hot, Cat gets hot, or OG are getting hot, more than likely that ball starts swinging around. That mismatch where they try to hunt you all the time with the bigger defender. Like, look at OG when he comes down court, even in transition. As soon as you see a smaller guy, he's posting up on a 1-on-2. I don't care if it's a 1-on-2 transition move or a 2-on-1. He's looking to score. He's looking to be aggressive. And I got to be honest about OG. I didn't expect this coming out of him. I didn't expect him to be aggressive on offense like this at all. So this is a plus. But I just want to see if Bridges has that breakout game tonight too. It's your former team, man. So
we playing Phoenix, right? We playing Phoenix.
Yeah. In Phoenix.
Last time he was there, he had 60, y'all, or 50,
I'm gonna give
something
you
like that.
right. I'm gonna give you 2 point guards that was successful. Dishing out the ball. Jason Kidd and Steve Nash. Now, I'm not saying Jalen Brunson can pass like those guys, but I'm saying you can play that way where your guard doesn't have to average 30. If you run that offense correct, get your guys involved, and like I said, you averaging 20, 21, but you dishing out 10, 11, 12, 13 assists. And I just seen someone in the chat ask, I think Brunson can average 10 plus assists. I really do. I really do. Like I said, you have the offensive weapons as long as guys like OG and Bridges is knocking down shots and you're going through Cat. And like I said, now you have guys like Campaign that's really playing well off the bench. And sometimes y'all on the court together where now you know, at the 2. But I agree. Listen, Brunson is doing something that, you know, is looking very special. And once he get into that groove and once his field goal percentage goes up and he starts knocking down shots on a consistent basis, listen, man, we're gonna be tough to beat. We're gonna be tough to beat. And I don't want to make an excuse, but we're not fully healthy. This is why Cleveland is where they at. And they almost pulled out a big win against the Chiefs. They are fully healthy. Once we get fully healthy, listen, man, we're going to be a problem. So I commend Brunson, but Fabian, you're right. It ain't about sacrificing. It's just what you got to do. Simple and plain. You know, we ask for these great teams. You got to make it work. And if making it work means, okay, I can't average 30 no more. I may have to average 23, 22. But now instead of me averaging 5, 6 assists, I'm going to average 10, 11 assists. And we just going to be a better team. Listen, man, I think that's where we become a real threat. If Brunson tries to play solo mission and do a Bobby Brown and break away from the crew and try to go on his own, that's not winning basketball. That's not going to work, especially when you have a team like this. So, listen, man, I commend Brunson, and hopefully throughout the season, he pick it up. Man, listen, he's going to be averaging a double-double.
Hey, man. You asked a little bit earlier. Is DC the place where players come to kill their career? I think I might have some competition for DC. The one and only city of brotherly love. Philadelphia. How many iterations? Wow. How many evolutions I've been reading this week, my people? How many more players are you going to cast around Joel Embiid? You know what it is, AllBall? You know what it is. Forget when we say it, because AllBall dubbed them the East Coast Clippers. And guess who else feels that way? Jeff Teague from the 502 podcast, I believe it's called. 520 podcast, excuse me. Let's see what he had to say about Georgie Porgy and the 76ers.
He is kicking dirt.
He is pissed.
Like Paul George, I hate Paul George. You're gonna be a Hall of Famer one day, probably. And
yeah,
who cares? I mean, do your thing. But he Tobias Harris for that team.
Damn, Jeff.
Man, they put a side by side of him and Buddy Hill in the offseason contracts and like signings and everything. They're like, all right, production, but Buddy Hill's been way better than PG in this situation. And look at the money difference. Boy, shout out to PG for getting that bread, boy.
The expectations of PG, that's why people think it's a fail, though. He's supposed to be killing.
Yeah, he signed for a max extension.
Yeah, signed for a max deal.
But as he should have, like, go get the bread. Like, I wouldn't care either, Paul. Like, do your pod, talk about it. Who gets
Yeah,
you solidified. You ain't gonna win a chip or nothing, but you solidified.
And they ain't
what did you hold on. Did Jeff T just say what I thought he said? Go get the money. I wouldn't care neither. What? That's what's going on today?
Does that surprise you, AllBall? And B got the money.
No.
Wait.
No. Hold on. Listen. Go get the money. But as a former player, you can't say I wouldn't care neither. What do you mean by that? You have to expand on that. Do you mean get the money, don't care about playing the game, don't care about loving the game, don't care about competing, Don't care about the fans, no nothing. Yo, man, these dudes are getting I'm sorry, go ahead, man. That's a little that's a little crazy. It's certain things that we can feel, but you just can't say. I'm sorry. And I've been saying it now that just triggered me. I've been saying this forever. And everybody used to flame me. I've been telling y'all, these niggas do not care about the game. And Jeff T just proved it. That's crazy to say that. That's insane to say that. I've been saying it. These dudes do not care. This is why Kobe Bryant used to walk around and go take my sneakers off, bro. Pass you the ball for what? I see you in practice. I watch how y'all get out of here. Nobody not saying don't get the money. Nobody never said that. But wow. Wow. Go ahead, Fabian. I'm sorry. Wow.
I mean, even just to have the discipline to not say it, and once you have a thought like that, to not think like, you know what, I shouldn't say that because, you know, yeah, there are people who are like me, but you know, it is what it is. He shoots from the hip. All right, cool, Jeff Teague. So don't be mad when we call you a loser too, or whatever it is. That's a loser mentality. Y'all don't want to win. Like there has to be some sort of pride and glory. How much money is enough? Bradley Beal got up out of Washington, D.C. He tried to link up and turn something into something for once. Losing ain't great, man. And there's no way you feel great. If you Paul George, dog, this is November. Wait till he can't. Philly is like little Brooklyn, maybe worse than Brooklyn.
You know what that just told me? And I could be wrong. If I'm not mistaken, was he in Indiana? He was in Indiana with Paul George. So they have a relationship, right? We found out Paul George told you, nigga, I don't care about the game no more. Take this money. I don't even care. These dudes got to be careful, bro. You cannot do that. Listen, man, this is why the game is where it's at. Simple and plain. This is why I used to roast them all. This is why I was always skeptical calling these guys great. Great where? Because you got a lot of money? Nah, that's crazy. That's crazy. But your take on Philly, listen, man. Philly is turning into a gravesite. Simple and plain. I'm disappointed. And I ain't got love for Philly as far as the basketball team. Love the city. Big shout out Philly. But I'm a diehard Knicks fan. So, you know, our little rivalry as far as basketball. But I'm very disappointed. Some people almost thought Embiid could be one of the greatest centers of all time. We really thought it. I got caught up in the hype. Yo, they got Paul George and that roster. Come to find out, y'all dudes don't even want to play basketball. So nah, man, you right. Philly, Detroit, Washington. For Philly to be in the same sentence as Detroit and Washington as teams that you go over to just lay down and your career's dead is crazy. The disrespect to Dr. J and Charles Barkley and Allen Iverson is insane. And I love it. Burn even more. Hey, Philly, I hope all the team get hurt. I hope a day y'all can't even play, you forfeit. We ain't even got 5 to put on the court. And if I'm Tyrese Maxey, you see he called out your man. You better figure out a way to get to San Antonio, bro. Go over there with that young fella, man. And y'all two become Tim Duncan and Tony Parker. Tyrese Maxey, this is AllBall TV talking to you. And I'll watch how all of a sudden this becomes something. Watch how in a couple months, people gonna be talking about Maxey should go to San Antonio. Maxey, find a way to get over there to San Antonio. You go ahead and create Tim Duncan and Tony Parker over there. You and Wemby, bro. Y'all young. Y'all can play the next 10 years together. Get up out of Philly, bro. Straight up. Get out of Philly. Get out of Philly. From the top down, a mess. A mess. And then they're going to do nothing but get worse. Nothing but get worse. And when you have to call out your star player, it's time to go. It's time to go. But I love it. Burn.
And especially when your star big acquisition in the offseason sounds like this, even if he's joking.
We talked and laughed a little bit. They were trapping and they were, sending doubles and playing up in the pick and rolls. And I'm like, JJ, like, I'm on minute restriction. Like, let me hoop. Like, let me play. You know what I mean? Like, chill with the hedges and the doubles and, like, let me hoop. I'm not out there for long. He laughed. I will always give Bron his flowers on just his longevity and his career, and have his son now a part of that legacy that no one has ever done in the game of basketball. That's dope, man. That's powerful. To do it for a historic franchise.
Bro, you played for the Sixers. Why are you giving him props?
Look at his face. Why does he look like the picture at the barbershop? To get a fade. His hairline's still great, though. But why do you look like this, podcast P? Why do you look like
What y'all gonna say when we find out that hairline is a piece? Just like Steve Harvey. What y'all gonna do when we realize that nobody hairline comes down that far? I can't wait to find that out. That all this time Paul George had a piece on. I can't wait to find that out. But yeah, that Zoolander look right there. Lord have mercy. Nigga got the Zoolander look, bro, for his podcast picture. That's nasty. He the type that got hit. He the type. Listen, I don't trust no man that did your phone was the screensaver is a picture of yourself. I guarantee you, Paul George screensaver on his phone is that picture right there, like this. Look, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Listen. He got a turtleneck on. See, listen, and he got a turtleneck on. Listen, niggas with turtlenecks, good hairlines, Zoolander looks, menace. He's a menace.
Zoolander P is classic.
Zoolander P is crazy. But come on, you on your platform and you talk. That's why I tell you, there's no competition. There's none. You play the team and you bigging up the opposing team. Maxey, get out of there. How do you feel about Maxey calling out Embiid?
Come on, man. Tyrese Maxey, we're gonna say, let's get to that. Shams reported inside the NBA Philadelphia 76ers team meeting Monday night amid a 2-11 start. The NBA center, all NBA center, Joel Embiid was called out by his teammate, superstar, well, on the brink of superstardom, Tyrese Maxey, was injured right at the moment. In the meeting, apparently, Tyrese Maxey challenged Joel Embiid to be on time to team activities, calling out the former league MVP about being late for everything and how it impacts the locker room for other players, to the coaching staff. Sources briefed on the meeting told to ESPN. Also in that meeting, the players told Nick Nurse that they want to be coached harder. The players told the coach that. This is the same coach that's letting Joel Embiid run amok. He ain't the first coach. Yeah, he ain't the first coach to let Joel Embiid run amok. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm still was surprised by this. Even though we see the antics with Joel Embiid and he's a bit of a brat, I'm still surprised that, like, because now you got Maxey and McCain, two young guys who go out and get it. The kid McCain is nice. Enough is enough. I've seen enough.
He can play.
Yeah, the TikToker himself, apparently, AllBall. He tried to lighten the mood during the meeting. We have exclusive footage of Jared McCain lighting the mood during the 76ers.
Yeah, they said Paul George smacked his shit off the table. Yeah.
Listen, man. All we can do as Knicks fans is bask in our glory. Because boy, oh boy, y'all teams stink. Y'all suck. Like, they how much money they give in the offseason for this, AllBall? This is treacherous.
Big shout out our Knicks and big shout out Golden State for dodging the bullet. Because, wow, was they trying to just throw Paul George on them teams? And how many times we heard this Paul George, he's some of these guys' goats and the Indiana and, bruh. Listen, man, this is embarrassing for the organization. And you said it a long time ago. Daryl Morey gets no flack. If this was another GM, this would be big news. I don't know what is it about him, but he gets no flack. They are a mess over there. And it's sad. Like I said, it's sad to have a guy like Embiid of that magnitude with that talent, former MVP, just doesn't care about basketball. These guys joke and play all day. Like I told you, I've never seen them in shape. I've seen them before, right before a game, eating a sandwich. Like I've seen this.
What kind of bread was it though? Why is he eating a sandwich on TV?
So you know, when right before the game is starting, just a couple years ago, right before the game is starting, when they shooting around, he's sitting on the desk with the shot clock, eating a sandwich. Like this is facts. So listen, man. This is embarrassing, and no disrespect to Maxey, but it's nothing you can do, bro. It's nothing you can do but get out of there. Leave that mess to Paul George and Embiid. We've been saying this. Paul George doesn't care about basketball anymore. Jeff T just proved that to us. These guys is rushing to talk on their podcast. These guys ain't practicing. They ain't doing none of that. So listen, man, it's sad. And even though I love it because I'm a New York guy and I don't want to see Philly be good, but for the game, for the sport, for the fans, this is embarrassing. And I don't understand how these guys, I don't care how much money you have, when you have to look yourself in the mirror, there's no way in the world you are proud of yourself. I don't care what your account looks like. There's no way in the world you're saying to yourself, I'm great. Look, come on, bro. Told you. So y'all be thinking AllBall TV just be trolling a lion. That's right before a game. Come on, bro. So listen, man. That starts from the top down. Like you said, Fabian, they allow these guys to get away with murder. So, you know, how many times are we going to say money? Listen, they have their money. It ain't got nothing to do with the money. What happened to the love of the game? What happened to caring about your legacy? What happened to respecting the fans?
What happened to you lost 35 pounds in the offseason and you were in the best shape of your life?
They cheating the game, bro. I told you that. And I've been saying that. They cheating the game. Simple and plain. And a lot of the old school players, when we used to be thinking they was hating, do we still think they hate us? Who's looking bad now? The old school guys that y'all think was haters or these dudes? Because I just watched Jeff Teague, a former player who hasn't been out the league for no 10 years. He just recently got out the league. He just basically told us, get your money, and you wouldn't care neither. Nah, bro. I'm straight on all of them dudes. I'm straight on all of them, and I'm going to keep repeating it. Maxey, get out of there. Maxey, find a way to get to San Antonio. You and Wembanyama. Beautiful combination. Reinvent Tim Duncan and Tony Parker 2.0. Now, it doesn't mean you have to win 5 championships in 15 years. It doesn't mean you have to, for 20 years, never miss the playoffs or always have a winning record. No. But to play great basketball for a good organization and you be alongside a player that is on the verge of being great, it seems like they want to get better and want to play. Listen, man. Smarten up, bro, but get out of Philly. We have now made Philly one of the worst teams and organizations in sports right now. Yes, they are up there with the Washington Wizards and the Detroit Pistons. That is a fact. That's a fact.
And just to be clear, the Philadelphia 76ers are tied with the Washington Wizards with the worst record in the league. It's even worse than Toronto. It's even worse than the Pelicans, even worse than the Jazz.
Come on, bro. Who has a better roster, Philly or Golden State? Who plays in a tougher conference, Philly or Golden State? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Come on, bro. Come on. Yeah, like, so we can't keep condoning this. I'm sorry. And these owners, these GMs, these coaches, the coaching staff, come on, bro. Nah. Like, see, for me, I'm telling Embiid, get out of here. Bro, get out of here, bro. Get out of here. You listen, and we'll pay you. Get out of here. Holler back at us when you're mentally and physically ready to play basketball, and we know you care about the game. Paul George, same thing. Get out of here. Here you go, Maxie. The keys is yours. We ain't playing with y'all, bro. It's evident. Y'all just want the money. Okay, you got your money. Bye. Bye. Do your podcast. And go ahead and cry on social media all day and try to be funny and a troll. Go ahead. Good luck with that career. Take your money. You do your podcast for the rest of your life. And you be a troll for the rest of your life. Good luck. And good luck to any other team that's going to take them. Good luck.
It's just unfortunate because anybody who was, excuse me, a big time Embiid fan like that and was trying to pull for him and push for him throughout, he was injured. So he always had the excuse that he was injured in the playoffs. Excuse me. A bunch of us always said, still something about him. Like, why is he not healthy? Why is he not in shape in the play? Like, it's the playoffs, bro. That means when it's all on the line, you ain't got what it takes. Why are you gambling on your body like that? Daryl Morey's a numbers guy. They signed Embiid, Paul George, and Maxey to three-year plus deals in the offseason. If I couldn't say anything better myself, AllBall, that's a huge gamble. And you know where to gamble at. DraftKings, baby. The Emirates NBA Cup is here. You can win big on the action at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. All 30 teams split into 6 groups every Tuesday and Friday, playing to the right to advance in a single elimination in-season tourney, culminating in the NBA Cup Championship in Vegas. First time, here's something special just for you. New DraftKings customers bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Score big with DraftKings Sportsbook. Every point counts. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code ABTV. That's code ABTV for new customers to get $200 in bonus bets when you bet just $5. Only on DraftKings. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER in New York. Call 8778-HOPE-NY or text 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly on behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Camp Resort. 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/bball. Yeah, baby. I don't know if we lost my guy, but they'll jump back in. Because we ain't done. We ain't finished. I got one more topic to chop up out here. You kidding me? All busy. I'm following up. Gotta follow that up.
What's
because
good?
I had Joel Embiid ranked as the dirtiest player of them all. It was just last week.
Who told you was wrong?
Dead wrong. Dead wrong. And you know who heard me talking? You know who heard me talking? The man who has usurped by far the number one spot, and it ain't even close. The disgusting Draymond Green. Here's what he had to say about the Grizzlies coach, Taylor Jenkins, and the Memphis Grizzlies.
Taylor Jenkins, who's a softie. Bro, this game 11, you run into the media crying about a foul that, come on, bro. So guess what you just taught your 7'3" rookie? How to be emotional and run to the media talking about a foul. We big. Knicks. We big men. You don't run to the media talking about a foul. You a big man. He's supposed to protect Ja Morant. You setting him up to where Ja Morant gonna be protecting him. He's big enough to possibly have fooled people that he could be a little tough. And now nobody believe you. Now Joel Embiid gonna like try to put his chest into the stanchion just to see, like, I think he might be a little soft. Boom.
Yeah, they gonna try him now. Everybody gonna try.
Y'all gotta stop breeding these soft dudes, man. Stop making these guys turn out to be snitches and soft and going to tell because you are a big man.
Now Draymond Green really thinks he's a gangster. This is your fault in the NBA. All you chumps that ain't punk him yet. Because trust me, he got a big mouth. He ain't get his joint wired yet. That made me sick. And I always root for Draymond because he's the bad guy. I like the bad guy.
Do you have the video of the angle where it shows it clearly where it's like he hooked with the like? Do you have that angle?
Listen, man. I know I'm a bad man because I'll be hooking it up, crooking it up. Huh? My man, AllBall. He's always got the Professor X powers. Check out Draymond Green doing the unthinkable. Trying to injure a player, a rookie player. Look at him.
Stand this nigga, bro.
This is crazy.
Yeah, this is the angle.
Look at his face.
Why though? Why? 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 So all right, let's get to it. Wow.
Good, AllBall.
So for one, you're not a big man, Draymond. So you be like, you're not a big man. Stop it. You're not a big man. For one. For two, you could have. Now we may can be exaggerating, but you could have ruined his career.
That's not an exaggeration. That guy's 7'4".
I'm right. So I'm trying to figure out attempting purposely trying to hurt someone. You're a tough guy. Where is it that he's supposed to be protecting Ja Morant? What are you talking about? What like? And then you got Baron Davis. I'm very disappointed in him. He just goes along with anything Draymond says. It's just like he's just happy to be there. Like nobody's gonna have no pushback. That's why all these platforms is trash. And I'm not saying ours is the greatest. No, they can say our shit is trash. I respect that. But there's no pushback. There's no, yo, Draymond, you was a little wrong, bro. You could have injured him. Y'all are athletes. Right? If somebody do that to y'all, how would y'all feel? So Baron Davis, I would ask you, if Draymond Green did that to you, how would you react? How are we condoning this? How? Yo, man, I've been saying it, and I've been telling you, Draymond Green is not a basketball player. I don't know what he is, but he cannot do what he does on any other team. He might not get off the bench, bro. I don't know what it is he has over Golden State, but that is unacceptable. That is unacceptable. And to call a coach soft, how tough a coach supposed to be? I'm just trying to understand the mindset of now, these players. I understand being tough mentally, but you purposely tried to hurt someone. And when you look at the replay, it's on purpose. What is the coach supposed to do? What is the coach supposed? He's the coach. Now if Edie choke slam you, because I don't care how tough you are, you're not beating 7'5". Stop it. You 6'6", you ain't beating 7'5". So come on, man. Come on, man. This dude, I keep telling y'all, don't ever in your life compare this dude to no Dennis Rodman, bro. Ever. Ever. This dude is a bozo, bro. And Nah, man, these dudes is purposely trying to hurt people, and it's nothing being said. Like when Embiid did the Mitchell Robinson. Like, nah, this shit is crazy. These are people's lives and careers on the line. And you're doing that for what? He was passing the ball. It ain't like Edie was going to get it and go coast to coast. He's passing the ball. Bro, we don't watch you choke people, tackle people, snuff people, elbow people, kick people in the nuts. Nah, man. Nah. That's why I say this league is super soft. You lucky niggas like Kenyon Martin and Charles Oakley and Barkley, certain niggas ain't in the league. X-Men and them type dudes. You ain't
Zach
doing that.
Randolph.
You ain't doing that. Even dudes like Rasheed Wallace, Ben Wallace, Ron Artest, you ain't doing none of that, bro. Nah, man. Nah, so he's dead wrong. But I'm just like Baron Davis. What are you doing? How are you agreeing to that? Y'all guys are former athletes, man. So y'all stealing money, y'all don't love the game, and now it's cool to purposely hurt somebody. What happened to the league? This is supposed to be the most, these guys got the most greatest skill set, the greatest players we've ever seen. What happened to that? What happened to respect and love for the game? What happened to just playing hard? And if you get beat, pause, cool. I'm not going to purposely try to hurt you. Nah, bro. Nah, these dudes is different, man. But I always told you, yeah, look, yeah, you know who to play with. Yeah. New York City, nigga. Queens.
Yo, he couldn't even. He tried. He couldn't even back him down.
I know him as the true warrior.
Look.
Ron Artest, aka
Bro, he didn't.
Better World. Hold on. Let's give him his proper due. New York City owned, Queens legend, champion, one of the greatest defenders that ever played a game. Ron Artest, aka Better World Peace, but I know him as the true warrior. Yeah, get out of here, man.
He doesn't even. He can't even budge him. Look.
Yeah.
And you
look. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I'm here. No back. No nothing.
Yeah. No accidental swings or none of that. You know how you go to accidental and see? Oh, not yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You see that right here? Any other play that right hand would have swung. You see that hand get kicked back, right? Look. Oh, yeah. What's happening?
You know why? Because you see,
because he know he'll throw all the way right there. What's happening?
It's different when you see him do it. And that's what I mean. I think because Zach Edey came to this year, he's been grilling people, elbowing people lately. I know Draymond does all this for promotion. He said that he was answering back to Stephen A. Smith saying, "You guys keep my name in your mouth for promotion." Bro, all you do this for is promotion. They let you get away with it. I can't wait if they play Memphis again. I can't wait if Zach Edey throws the magic Dusty Rhodes elbow. He got to throw one at him.
Dude, Draymond Green, you really think Stephen A. Smith needs you for clickbait, bro?
They use them. They all listen. They're all dirty, man.
No. Hear what I'm saying? I'm not saying everybody uses everything. We all use everything. I'm not saying that. But nobody needs to use Draymond Green for clickbait, bro. If you do something silly, we're going to talk about it. But you don't push no numbers, bro. Stephen A. Smith does not need Draymond Green to push no numbers. Stop it. Nobody's going to make a career talking about Draymond Green, how you can talk about Michael LeBron. Stop it. And that's the problem with a lot of these guys. Y'all think too highly of yourselves. Stop it, bro. Stop. You ain't clickbait. We talk about you because, nigga, you tried to hurt a player purposely. And this is your MO. Where does the basketball skill come in at? Remember, you're a great defender. Your team is playing great basketball. Why are you interfering with that? Y'all one of the better teams in the league when people thought y'all wasn't going to even be good. Continue to bring up the young guys. Bro, commission them guys how to play better defense to be a great defender. Get out of here, man. Come on, man. Niggas be talking too crazy. Then you got other people that they agreeing to it. P. Diddy up there, great player. You just up there, word. Just Huh? Nah. Draymond Green is dead wrong, bro.
I'm more disappointed in Baron Davis than like it's because it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, why do you have him up there? What's the point of the show? There was no talk. There was no nothing. Even with we seen Chad and Ocho Cinco go back. Ocho Cinco and Shannon Sharpe go back and forth. I don't care for it, but
yeah, that shit trash now too. Since he cried, I ain't listen. Get out of here. You dumb, nigga.
I don't even know. Because when Draymond talks about basketball, to me, it's really good. When he talked about the Cleveland Cavaliers, we played it. Yo, the ball was whizzing by, this, that, and the third. But you know what happens? You know what's funny? That you get clickbait like this. That's the part you don't want to admit, Draymond. The only reason why you relevant is because you do stunts like this. That's how you stayed in the league. You a character now. You a caricature. That's what you are. And now you stuck in your own box. I hope Zach Edey for the culture. I don't even know where you from. I just know you play for Purdue. I hope you throw the magic elbow at this dude and knock him the hell out. That's all I want to see from the rookie.
Listen, man.
Forget about it. Set the tone. Hold on, boy. You can't be the Grizzlies and talk like that. Because Draymond been talking since the offseason. Talk about your coach is off, and calling him a snitch on what? That's what the coach is supposed to do, you moron.
That's what I'm saying.
Stop leading these kids. And then they're letting them get away with all that on the team.
Stay there. I was going to take it another direction. Stephen Curry. Where you at as a leader? I'm waiting to hear Draymond on his platform go, yo, man, Steph Curry hollered at me and told me I'm out of line. Where you at? Steve Kerr, the organization. Where y'all at? But like, seriously. Is it because y'all winning? Because we know y'all not winning the championship. Let's cut the jokes. But is this, it's just the wrong thing to do. And it's just the wrong way to play basketball. That's not basketball. So I'm just trying to figure out, Steph Curry, great, legendary, much respect. But when are you going to step in as a leader? The best player and the leader of this organization, and go, hey, Draymond, you gotta take it down a notch, bro. We got something going over here, and we need you to be that leader, that vet, and help me with these young guys. But that's just not the right way to play basketball. Come on, man. And not once have I ever heard Draymond go, yo, well, Steph Curry do be trying to check me, but I ain't paying him no. Like, you get what I'm saying? Yeah, like, because I get it. You ain't gonna listen to nobody. But still, at least, man. I'm listen. The Golden State Warriors had an opportunity to probably be top 3 greatest franchise in NBA history. Of course, Lakers, Boston. You got to put Chicago in there. Then you got teams like San Antonio. But just think about. We understand they won 4 championships, but just think about what Draymond has done. You cost them 1, even though you still had Game 7 at home. But that game you got suspended, y'all was going to close out that game. Then you ran Kevin Durant off. Let's not forget you had problems with the young players coming in a couple years ago. You got Poole out there. Now we know Poole is not who he used to be, but at that time, Poole off the bench was crazy. So, and then Clay is gone. Now, I'm not saying that's his fault, but I'm just saying, look at the turmoil you around you, bro. Instead of 4 championships, it could have been 6, 7.
With Durant, I think that's the biggest. I hate to cut you off. I think that's the biggest. There's no way if you Draymond, you say, you know what? We could have the greatest team of all time, the greatest dynasty of all time if Kevin Durant stays here. There is no stopping us. We're going to be remembered forever. I can still be a lunatic and just bring Kevin Durant in here. Kevin Durant and Steph Curry could have been up there with just the Bulls and everybody, bar none, because it's an argument. There's an argument now. That's a big time. Yeah, you can't just argue with me that Golden State's so great. Nah, they're not better than the Bulls, bro. They're not better than the Celtics in the 80s. They're not.
So hold on. You go Celtics 80s, you go Magic in them, then you go Kobe and Shaq in them, then you go Tim Duncan in them. But like you said, just think about you run off more championships. Now, when we talking KD Curry, now you in that conversation with Magic and Kareem, Kobe and Shaq, Mike and Scotty. If you run 5, 6 of them things off, I'm just saying you could be in the conversation. This is what Draymond Green messed up. I'm sorry.
Yo,
I'm putting it on him in the organization.
The more I think about it, with Clay, Jordan Poole, Kevin Durant, right? Because with Steph Curry, you can't. I think you can't. That's going too far, right?
Wiggins was still playing at a high level,
right? But Wiggins was never the star that Draymond was, regardless of what you feel about him. He's still right. Is there a little not a little, but jealousy? Like, okay, these guys are getting to shine like that. Like, they're going to sell jerseys. It's really because they're going to start thinking it's because of them and not because of me.
Hold on, Mel Popovich. Is that Rockstar Mel?
Yeah.
So, Mel, what I'm saying is this is why no. This is why KD and Curry as a duo is not in the convo, because they only got 2 together. Remember, Kobe and Shaq, they got 3 together, and it was a 3-peat. Mike and Scotty got 6. Kareem and Magic got 5. Remember, Tony Parker and Duncan, I think, got 4.
Well,
so that's what
Tim Duncan has 4. No, Tim Duncan has 5.
No, Tim Duncan got 5. Tony Parker got 4. So him and Parker together got 4.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? So my point I'm trying to make, Mel, is I'm saying as a duo, when we talk about some of the greatest duos ever, Curry and Durant is not in that conversation when they could have well have been up there with some of the greatest. And I just think, listen, man, you make a great point. Draymond Green might be a little jealous. It might be feeling like, Jermaine Jackson.
Think about what we always talk about. Like, it's not easy reading the comments and just coming on screen and trying to be the star. Like, don't think this is not easy to sit here and listen. Oh boy, when do I jump in? It's like double dutch. I'm not trying to play him. I don't have it. It ruins things. People don't have that in them. People are just inside. They hate people, and I don't know why. That's on you. And my nigga. You're not looking at the bigger picture, Fabe. If they keep Durant, Green don't get paid. That's so untrue because he just turned down $25 million or whatever it was from the Grizzlies to stay with Golden State, and Clay could have gotten paid. That's not true. You're not going to pay Draymond for anywhere near as much as Kevin Durant. It's just not. Matter of fact, I'm sorry. He took less money for Durant to set up Durant coming over there.
And my nigga, great. What you just said. But now, at that moment, are you not willing to sacrifice Draymond for Kevin Durant at that time? Remember, if Draymond don't understand, you got to take less to keep this juggernaut, this heat-seeking missile, and we can keep this thing going for another 4, 5, 6, 7 years. Because as y'all see now, man, look at Kevin Durant still. When he's not injured, he's still one of the greatest. So for me, listen, I'm never going to make no excuse for Draymond Green. Yeah, I'm not a fan of him. But that has nothing to do with it. Or for what I see and how he acts. I'm never going to make no excuses for him. He purposely is an asshole. Simple and plain. And everything he does is on purpose. For what reason? I don't know. Maybe that's how he needs it to get an edge, I guess. But at the same time, look what you're doing to your team and to your organization. Like I said, y'all could be on 6, 7, 8 championships right now if this thing was done correctly. But you being who you are, this is what it is. This is what it is.
And I gotta end it with the comment of the night. East Blue Drew said Draymond's paying Baron Davis because nobody want to go talk to him. And that just sounds like facts. Thank you, East Blue Drew, for kicking the knowledge. Oh boy. Man. Listen, we gotta let them know. Take a screenshot. Take a screenshot of us right now. The website will come up. The link will come up for DraftKings. Download DraftKings. They're our sponsor. They show us love, and they love the love that we show you. They want to be down with us. We want to be down with them. We want y'all to show as much appreciation for all our sponsors. And, of course, only because if it wasn't for y'all, this wouldn't even be a show. it would be way more harder to, to get this thing done. We always appreciate your comments. Always appreciate the commentary, the slander, the bickering, the bantering over whatever comments and topics that we have. And I love the AllBall always takes time out to really remind us in a humble way, like this ain't a show without y'all, man. It really isn't.
Yeah, I mean, you know me, man. Listen. I think if you're talking color duels and rings, only some of those guys you name, I think, are great players, but are they great duos when they had third and fourth guys? Hey, Robert Paulson, listen, I mean, once again, Mike and Scotty, you got to have great third, fourth guys, like Shaq called them. You got to have great others. So, I'm just saying, for me, Draymond Green, everybody, makes an excuse for him. And I just think, yeah, you have 4 championships, but if you can get more, why not get more? That's my thing. If you can get 6 or 7, aren't you supposed to do everything in your power to get as many championships as possible? If it means taking less money, if it means dialing back whatever you have to do. Andre Iguodala came to Golden State Warriors. He was a star. He sacrificed his game. Now, I'm not saying that he still was the same player. Yeah, he was older, maybe a little injury, but Steve Kerr asked him to sacrifice. And he sacrificed, and he turned his game into a defender because he said, I want to win championships. All I'm saying is, what happened to that? Y'all can keep making an excuse for Draymond Green all y'all want. And I'm going to leave it at this. Draymond Green had influence on one of those championships. Kevin Durant was the other 2. The other one, Kyrie and Kevin Love was hurt. Cut the jokes. Now, I give him his influence against Boston, the way he punked them. Because without him, maybe they don't win that championship. But that first championship, Kyrie and Kevin Love was hurt. Let's not forget, Draymond Green was part of 72-10, unanimous MVP and Steph Curry, and they lost Game 7 at home in the finals, being up 3-1. Draymond Green was a part of that. So, come on, man. Let's stop acting like he was the main guy in all of these championships. Because if Kevin Durant don't go, they don't win those other 2. Well, I'm not making no excuses for him. Stop it. Stop it. Cut it out.
Come on, man. Gotta thank AllBall when something sets him off and he goes off. Because he's going to go old school with it, baby. And we in the building, man. Y'all know what this is. Weeknights, 6 p.m., Monday through Friday. AllBall TV, Knicks Rehab. Stop playing with us, man. Tap in tomorrow. Same bad time, same bad channel.
Appreciate you all. Everybody, have a good night. Y'all know tomorrow we're going to talk about, let's see what goes down tonight. Let's get this win, New York.
AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not. They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.